Top 5 reasons why not to buy the Honda XR150L, real owner opinions, and 3 better alternatives. Before you get carried away by the image of a cheap little dual sport that can supposedly do everything, hear this first. If you decide to fix one of the complaints owners repeat the most, the rear suspension, the bill can get ugly fast. A replacement rear shock has been listed around $400 in the United States, and even aftermarket upgrade shocks can sit around $350. That is a painful joke on a motorcycle whose whole charm is supposed to be simplicity and low cost. The voice you hear is not real, because I have voice problems, so stay until the end, and please do not judge me for here we are going to be fully objective. No brand paid us to speak well or badly about this motorcycle. Subscribe to the channel and tell us in the comments what failures, defects, or headaches your bike has given. Now, let us get serious. In the English-speaking market, especially if we look at places like the Philippines and the United States, the Honda XR150L is sold as an affordable basic dual sport with a 149 cubic centimeter air-cooled single, 5 gears, simple suspension, and a very honest mission. On paper, that sounds refreshing. In real life, the first reason to think twice is that it is much more basic than the rugged image suggests. This is not a refined little adventure machine. It is a simple budget dual sport, and you feel that simplicity in the engine, the brakes, the suspension, and the overall roadness. The second reason is highway performance, or more honestly, the lack of it. Multiple English language reviews and owner comments repeat the same point. Around town and on back roads, the XR150L can be charming. But the moment you ask it to run hard on faster roads, it starts to feel overwhelmed. One rider basically said true highway use will put the fear of God in you because the bike struggles to reach real highway speed with confidence. That matters a lot because many people buy these bikes thinking they're cheap adventure tools, then discover their real life includes more asphalt than trail. The third reason is the suspension. This is one of the most repeated owner complaints in English-speaking communities. Riders say the stock setup is too soft, that the rear end is one of the first things they want to upgrade, and that the bike gets unsettled when the pace picks up or the trail gets rougher. That would be funny if the bike came with a free chiropractor, but most people would rather have decent control for fact. The fourth reason is that the XR150L sits in a very awkward middle ground. It is not fast enough to feel good on open roads, not serious enough to feel like a proper hard trail machine, and not polished enough to feel premium. In some discussions, riders even describe it as too crude on road and off-road for what they hoped it would be. That is harsh, but it tells you something real. This is a gentle trail commuter, not a tiny hero bike. The fifth reason is value against nearby rivals. In markets where the XR150L is officially sold, you can usually find alternatives that make a stronger case, depending on what you want. If you want something cheaper and lighter, there are smaller trail options. If you want something more serious off-road, there are more focused bikes. If you want something truly versatile, the Honda starts to feel like the compromise rather than the So what would I consider instead? First, the Yamaha XTZ125 because it gives you a simpler, lighter, and cheaper path into the same kind of use. Second, the Honda CR F150L because if you really want a small Honda trail bike, it is the more serious off-roading. Third, the Kawasaki KL X150 because it feels more purpose-built for actual trail riding. The Honda XR150L is not a bad motorcycle. In fact, for gentle riding, rough commutes, and basic exploring, it makes a lot of sense. But if you want to buy with your eyes open, the weak highway performance, soft suspension, basic spec, awkward middle ground, and repeated owner complaints are 5 very real reasons to slow down or sign.